Hello and welcome back to one of our mini training sessions on Workbooks CRM. And in this one, we're going to cover the new project management feature as launched, as released with the recent Workbook 7.1. So hello, I'm Tim Wilmot, joined by my colleague Stuart Lawrenson-Hind this afternoon. And our company, Wizard Systems, we're a leading independent CRM solutions provider of systems like Workbooks. And we help organizations, generally small, mid-sized organizations, use simple solutions to improve their sales, marketing, and customer service productivity. So thanks those of you joining us live for our little mini training session today, part of our regular series of presentations, focusing on different topics in and around Workbooks, some existing features, some new features. So this one, in this session, is going to be about 10 minutes, quarter of an hour or so in duration, just really touching the new project management feature. This is a new part of Workbooks and sure to be enhanced even further as new releases come online. So my company, Wizard Systems, we offer lots of training options if you want to explore that with us. Now, the audio part of the call, those of you on here live, is one way only. If you've got a question, pop that into the meeting control panel. We'll do our best to answer that towards the end. And the call is being recorded as well. You'll be emailed a link to the recording later on, and it'll also be up on our YouTube channel as well, where you'll see lots of other Workbooks videos, training videos, videos featuring other aspects of Workbooks. So just a brief mention about us. All we do is CRM. Workbooks is one of the few different CRM solutions that we promote, and we provide anything you need around Workbooks, the product, implementation, consultancy, training, wherever you are, online as well, and help desk support as well. So let me hand over to my colleague Stuart, and he'll take you through all of the aspects of the new project management feature. And just while he's getting ready, consider the benefits of incorporating project management into your CRM solution. You may be using a separate application right now, or doing it in some other system. So try and make life easy for yourself and make it simpler by combining that project activity, the project processes within Workbooks. And maybe if it is another app, you're going to save money as well. You're going to also improve collaboration within your team. So project management within CRM is going to help team members work more closely together, allows them to share project-related information, documents, and updates within the Workbooks platform. And it's going to improve communications within your team as well. So there's lots of features within projects that we're going to show you, tasks and comments as well. So just a reminder about the new comments feature. Hopefully you're using that or dabbling with that comments feature right now, enhancement to activities and tasks. Better customer engagement. So a CRM project management capability can help your organization deliver on customer commitments more effectively with those timelines and the stages of the project. So obviously any activity, any long-term activity, something that's quite involved, something quite complex, lots of steps you need to go through, they'd be ideal activities to consider as a project to work in sort of fostering better relationships with your customers. And having project management in Workbooks is going to help you with reporting and analytics, dashboards, and so on, all the KPI stuff that Workbooks is really good at doing. Plus, Workbooks, as you know, is very customizable. So what we show you, just really touching on the surface of it, we can help you. Wizard Systems can help you get the most out of it and tailor it to your needs. Now, project management is included with the professional subscription. Just a side note on cost. So project management is included with the professional subscription of Workbooks, so CRM business there. they've got Pro Edition, so it's included there, and is an add-on option on the sort of standard core subscription. As always, contact us at Wizard Systems if you're not sure what you're on. We can advise you. That's me done. Over to you, Stuart. Take us through the new project management feature.
Thank you, Tim. As Tim mentioned, projects has been added in the summer release, and you'll find it on your menu in the system. So if we click that, these are my current projects, again laid out just as they normally are within Workbooks. I have a project here called Overview, so we can have a look and feel as to what a project actually has. The main screen of a project looks like other systems within Workbooks, so it has a similar look and feel, similar menus, so it's really easy to get into how these run and how to get them up and running. The main screen, you fill in the basic information, your name, a description of this project that you're running, who owns it, and the likely start and end date. Remember, they don't have to be absolutes. It's just your likely start and end date. First screen you'll see is your project tasks, and this is running in a new feature that came on board recently from Workbooks. It's called Grid View, and now instead of having to open up something to edit it, you can edit it in real time from within the system, and they call that the Edit Grid View. So when you're adding things or editing things, no longer within this part of the Workbooks do you have to go into a task, open it up and tweak it or update it. You can now do it really quickly within this view. So it makes life that much easier. We will come back to project tasks in a moment. Activities, these are things that relate to the project as a whole. You maybe want to assign something to it, or you want to record an activity against it, but they refer to everything as they would within other items within Workbooks. Notes, same as before. Notes are there just for basic text, or maybe you have hyperlinks that refer to products or websites that are included in this project. Tim alluded to the comment section. This is almost like a chat feature within Workbooks that allows you to make comments. They're not emails, they're just comments within certain entities within Workbooks, and obviously projects are one of them. And these just work just by typing into the text box down here. And if I just type something and I press that, it adds it to the comment. And you'll notice if you use the @ symbol, you can mention users. So if I want to mention Tim in this, and we did that, it would update the comment, but Tim would get a notification that a comment has been submitted about this particular project. And so Tim can then look at this project and maybe comment on this as well. Related items. This is where you would put the project against something within the system. So of course, my particular project is not related to an organization or a person. It's just a standalone. It could be an internal project that I'm working on. But within Workbooks, this can be almost anything. Most people would just use it to link it to a person or an organization record, but you could link this project to an opportunity, or you could even link it to a support case, a project that's come off a recent support case that's been logged. It can all be stored against this particular project. And the last option here is the project task status. Out of the box, Workbooks will create, I think it's 4 project status sort of headings for you, so you can get started and be up and running straight away. If these don't match the ones for your particular product or your project, you can change these, you can add to these so that they flow. And remember, these will only relate to this particular project. So each project can have its own series of headings. And you'll see what these are in a minute. If I go back to the tasks, we'll see that I've got in progress and requested I need to match in progress or request, and I've got done for anything that comes at the end. So let's go back to the main view of the project, which is the tasks. Now, as I mentioned, this is the edit grid, really quick, on the fly editing and updating. If I had a new task to add, there's a little button there. I can click that and it will just add a new row into this, and I can very quickly type into the system and add a new task to this particular project. The second view is the calendar. Again, great for a project manager. Quickly overlook where are the tasks, where do they overlap, how many, who's been assigned things to do this, and who's looking after it. Now you'll see here, it just sort of gives me an overview. Not great if you are the manager. What you can do within here is you can configure the view and change this to assigned to. And now when we update the view, I've now not only got what projects, what tasks are taking place, but on the right hand side, I can see who's looking after them. And when they're, if these need to be edited, you'll notice there's this little fly out button here. If I click that little link, it would take me into the task, and I can check any notes, I can check any files that have been added to this for this particular task. And the last view that most people will be interested in is Kanban. This is where most people see a project. This is really quick and really easy to keep tabs on where a project is and what status everything has done. You see my project here has got 6 tasks, all nice and easily named, and who they've been assigned to. And again, the system has color coded them. Green means that they're due or they're currently in progress, so they're inside the window that the time was set. The one assigned to my colleague, Tim, is overdue about an hour ago, and of course it's highlighted so that we can see these. If we need to view them, again, there's a little breakout button here, and if I click this, I can open the record for this particular task within the project, and I can look, and again, there may be notes, there may be a reason as to why this is delayed, and you'll notice this comments part here. Again, someone could comment on this particular task within a project as to why this is delayed. There could be a reason behind why this is overdue. If something was to be brought forward, say my colleague Paul here, instead of this due tomorrow, he wants to start it today and tells you that it's been done, we can just move it into that window. And now it's been assigned priority, but you'll notice if we go in and view this, oh, let me just save this so you can see the changes. If I open this record, the system now knows it's in progress. So before, in Workbooks, you would have had to have gone into the task and updated all these drop downs manually. With this new view and the speed of the system, you can now just drag and drop these into place. And the system updates all the information within this. And very easy to see. If something was completed and we move it over here and we save, the system can tell us, we can update this, we can open the record, we can then do the final complete. This is obviously the status is done, it's done to me. If I didn't need to see this because it was done, I can complete and close it. And Workbooks actually hides it off the system. It's no longer needed. If I did need to see it, there's a little hidden button here, and I can show not in list. So I can even see, obviously you can rename that to completed, archived, something else, but you can see very quickly, I can see my tasks that are coming up, the tasks that are currently in progress, and a very quick view as to the status. I can see who's assigned to them, anything that's been done. And if it's been done and completed and is no longer part of this project, it's been finished, it will move to this archive list, ready so that you just concentrate on the tasks that are still open. So it can hold any information you want. All the tasks are editable. The headings are editable. Really quick, really easy. And I hope that gives you a nice overview of what this new project tab can do. Remember, this is sort of project 1.0 as it was referred to. There are lots more features hoping to be coming along in the future releases. And I hope you enjoy it.
Thanks very much, Stuart. And don't give me any more tasks, by the way. Only joking. So if any of you have got any questions around this feature or any other burning Workbooks questions, please pop those into the meeting control panel. We'll do our best to answer those. First question from Jennifer. Do you get notified of a task allocated to you?
Yes, you would. Just as normal activities within workbooks. You saw in the demonstration that things were assigned to Tim and to myself and to others. If I started with tasks, the tasks are unassigned to start with, and as you assign them and then save them, that person will then get a notification to say that this task has been assigned to you, and it would appear in the user's activity list as well as a normal activity, but just happens to be inside this project container.
Okay. Steve is asking about those green colors on the Kanban view with green and red. He's asking, can you change the colors from green? I guess, how's that controlled?
At this stage in the release, the three colors are controlled by the system. Green if it's not been started or if it's currently in progress. Amber if it's about to hit the time that it was allocated, and then red once it goes over. So at the moment, red, amber, green, traffic light, but system controlled at this stage. Who knows what might happen in a later release.
Okay. Sorry, Jose. Why have a calendar view if you've got Kanban?
All right. The idea behind keeping the calendar in the project is more for the person who's overseeing the project. If you're looking after 4 or 5 people on a project, the Kanban view is great for seeing where each task is, what its status is. But the calendar and the fact that you can view the calendar by who it's assigned to, you can see a user's calendar and where they are and if it overflows, and it helps you manage the people within the project rather than just the project.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully that answers your call, Jose. Right, I don't think there's any more questions coming. Oh, might be one more. Hang on a second. Leslie is asking, I missed where you find task overview. Sorry, can you show me, please? Right, I'll just hand back to you. Stuart, hang on a second. Here we go. Hang on, Leslie. Back to you, Stuart.
Trying to think what is meant by the task overview.
Task overview. Well, I guess it's there. That Kanban. I mean, that's a sort of overview or the grid view.
That would be the most.
If you could put something else in.
Yeah, everything within.
Yeah, that's so.
The project
is controlled by project view grid.
Oh, the project view grid, right.
Yeah,
when you load the projects, it loads by default into the grid. Obviously, unless you assign the Kanban as the default view, but out of the box, it will load in this grid view where you can quickly add new tasks. As I mentioned, it just adds it. I'm the logged in person. It assigns me this task. I can unassign it or I can assign it to somebody else. Then it just wants some basic information. Here, it really just all it wants to start a project is just a name for the task and when it's due, and perhaps is there an allocated start date. But the grid by default is your default go-to view.
Okay, and Leslie is also asking, where's projects? How do you load projects in Workbooks? It depends on what plan or what subscription you're on. I'll check after the call, Leslie, and we'll get back to you. It is included with the Pro version, if you like, of CRM Business. Yeah, so right, let me just go back to me. All right, I don't think there's any more questions there, Stuart. Right, so well, thanks very much for those of you watching live. Hopefully you're enjoying the new release 7.1 that came out very recently. Just a reminder, do you need any Workbooks training there? Any new starters? Want to get to grips with more advanced features of Workbooks, get more out of it? Suffice to say, please contact any of us at Wiz Assistants. We'd be happy to help you. Thanks very much for those of you watching live. If you've got any ideas for future workbooks topics on these regular sessions we run online, then drop Stuart or myself a line, and we'd be happy to consider those for inclusion. Something that would be of interest to lots of workbooks users, something of general appeal would be really good to know if you've got any ideas. So thanks very much, those of you listening live, and we'll catch up with you soon on the next event. Bye-bye.